Guys, it hasn't hit me yet. We are about to be fully caught up with Mushoku Tensei. So I'm gonna string along this intro as long as possible. But not really though, because I want to see the episode obviously. But come on, no sense in him on, let's just do it. Greetings one and all, my name is Lancer and welcome to the finale of Season 2 of Mushoku Tensei. As well as the end of everything that's currently out for the anime of Mushoku Tensei. Obviously I know there's more in the light novel, but for me at least, this is where my journey is gonna come to a halt for a while. And man, what a journey it's been. It's kind of been hard just because my work ethic with recording and editing these reactions have been so different from past series. Just because obviously, as you have watched and seen, I am very ahead on the reactions. As I'm recording this, the last episode for Season 1 just came out on YouTube, and here I am recording the final episode of Season 2. We're over a season ahead over on Patreon. Well, I say that, but by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, that will not be the case. I've just been so focused on like recording, editing, and that's sort of something I don't really talk about with my reactions, is the fact that it is sort of a double-edged sword with doing reaction series to these shows. It's good because, you know, it allows me to force myself to sit with it, watch it fully, whereas if I was watching it by myself, I might be tempted to sort of skim through stuff. But this show, man, holy shit. Again, we'll save all the emotional talks and the wrap up for the end of the video because we still got this final episode to watch. But last time on Mushoku Tensei, Roxy has taken it upon herself to help Rudy with sharing the pain of losing Paul and Zenith, pretty much expressing her feelings, leaving no room for doubt about them. And the whole gang has decided, well, let's head home. There's no point in us sticking around here. We still gotta tell Norn, Aisha about everything that's happened. But one of the biggest things that happened last episode that sent me on quite the rant is the fact that Rudy is going to take Roxy as a second wife, like father, like son. Well, of course, Roxy is very open to it. We, of course, still need to tell Sylvie. Well, ask. And yeah, I feel like this is gonna be an interesting episode to end off an insane epic of a show. In a way, it come in full circle. Well, no sense of delaying it any further. So, for one last time, for probably a good while for Mushoku Tensei, let's get right into the episode. Well, we're back.
そんなに奥さんに会いたいかね。君はメガリット大陸に行けば後悔する。確かにパウロは死んだ。
Shit.
その間君は自分の奥さんを一人にするのかい?
Surely she's not like giving birth right now, right? Surely there's still time. Where'd everybody go? Yeah, just what we need. The rare. I feel like this dude's about to have a heart attack from the amount of stress that we're gonna be under this episode. Oh my god. You're the one missing a fucking hand, man. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. Oh yeah. Tadaima though. Oh, Roxy. Man, this sucks. I would have loved to see Paul interact with his grandchild, man. Zenith's right there. God. It's a dramatic way of putting it, but pack his armor. All his ashes. Well, obviously not all of his ashes, but yeah. Yeah, just stay, please. Don't, like, run away. She's so understanding, but... What a start to the finale. Surprised Aisha's keeping it together. I mean, it's her dad too, but...
私が持っていてもいいですか？
そうだな。ノルンが持ってろ。
Maybe the shorter one?
剣を持つということは、心の中にも一本の剣を持っておく必要がある。
Sword in your heart.
その剣を持っているからといって、自分が強くなったと勘違いしちゃいけないからな。母さん。
Oh.
奥様。
A little bit. Just a little bit.
治らないの？
わからない。母さんにはこの家で一緒に暮らしてもらおうと思う。リーリャさんに一任するつもりだ。
Good thing we have this massive house.
ということはお母様もここで暮らすんですか？
Naturally.
仕事の分担とかはするんでしょうか？
それは後でしましょう。
She still wants to do all the work.
アイシャ、私たちに遠慮することないよ。
Yeah, hug your mom. Did you even do that?
じゃあ俺らは宿でも探すとすっか。
今夜くらいうちに泊まっていただいても。
バカ言ってんじゃねえよ。家族水入らずを邪魔する。
Yeah, plus there's some conversations that need to be had. It's probably best that all of you aren't here for that.
団長のお墓ができたら場所だけでも教えてください。
ベラさん、シェラさん、
That was their names?
言われるならパウロからじゃな。
キースさん、タルハンドさん。
おいおい。
The boys.
さて、私はクリフのところに行きますわ。
Why'd she go like that? What, gonna catch up? So if her and Cliff have a kid, that's technically Sylphie's uncle or aunt?
はい。
It'll be hard.
シルフィー、ルーデウスはあなたのことを愛していますわ。
Yeah, don't forget that. Jeez, now like everyone we've ever made a connection with, other than like Rudy and Eris, like they're all in like the same area. Shit ever goes down, we have like a mini army.
大事な話が。
You've never met Roxy? Well, hell of a first impression. Yeah, there you go. Maybe Norna and I should not hear either, but...
俺はここにいるロキシーを二人目の妻として迎えようと思っている。父さんが死んで悲しくて辛くて、もう生きることさえどうでもよくなって、時に助けてくれたのがロキシーなんだ。
I don't want to go on the same rant again, so I'll keep this brief, but there's a part of me that would honestly be so proud of Sylphie if she said no. I don't think obviously it's gonna happen.
ミサを立てるって言ったのに約束守れなかった。
お兄ちゃん。
シルフィー、許してほしい。
Oh my god.
ルフィ姉さんがどんな気持ちで兄さんを待っていたか知ってて言ってるんですか？
She's gonna like start kicking him. Yeah, don't let Ariel find out about this, especially. Oh my god, she nearly killed you with that whole panty thing that happened.
ルディは大丈夫かな？ルディに会いたいね。ルディも今頃ご飯食べてるかなって。父さんを助けられなかったのはしょうがないって思いました。左手も失ってそれぐらい厳しかったんだからしょうがないって。兄さんを責めることなんてできないって。それなのに女の人を抱いて自分のものにする余裕はあったってことですか？
ロキシーはそんな俺を自分の気持ちを捨てて助けてくれたんだ。
シルフィー姉さんだってその場にいれば兄さんを助けたに決まってます。
お前だ、そこで助けてくれた人をどうしてないがしろにできるんだ。
Oh god, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm gonna try not to. That's the whole basis for your relationship, though. I feel like that's just setting up for failure. She helped me when I was in a dark place. So we get married now, like, that's... I'm gonna be honest, I'm really more on Norn's side right now. Rudy, you're losing me.
二人も妻をめとるなんてミリス様はお許しになりません。それになんでこんな小さい子なんですか？私とそんな変わらないぐらいじゃないですか。
Well...
それでも成人です。成人ならずうずうしいとか思わないんですか？
ノルン、言い過ぎだ。ロキシーを妻に迎えるって言い出したのは俺なんだ。悪いのは俺で。
Well, it was more Lina's idea.
彼女は身を引こうとしてくれたんだ。
兄さんは黙っていてください。なんで最後までそうしようとしないんですか？結局兄さんの言葉に甘えただけでしょ。そうですね。ずうずうしいです。申し訳ありませんでした。
I don't like that we haven't been looking at Sophie at all.
だがロキシーに嫌な思いをさせたままここを去られるわけにはいかない。どうすればいい？
Ugh, god.
どうすれば？
待って。ロキシーさん、 待ってください。ごめんねノルンちゃん、僕のために。でも大丈夫だから。ありがとう。ロキシーさんはルディを助けてくれたんだよね。
でも下心もありましたので、言い訳に使うつもりはありません。
逆に信じられないよ。僕がロキシーさんの立場でもやっぱり同じことをしちゃう。
Well, naturally, it was your husband.
僕は時間の問題だと思ってたんだ。
What?
ルディが別の女の人を連れてくる。
Oh my god.
ルディってエッチでしょ。僕とできないときっと誰かとしちゃうだろうなって思ってたんだ。
I mean, yeah, but like, no. That's so fucked up. I do not know how to feel anymore. Figures this is the most emotionally invested in this show I've been, and figures it's the end. It's just because it's hitting on a topic that's so close to home for me. Not the having two wives part, the loyalty breaking part. He changed, though. Sophie looks so different, by the way, just with that hair. Did she have, like, bangs before?
僕もあんな顔だったのかな。あのね、ロキシーさんのことはルディからいつも聞いてたんだ。俺の尊敬する魔術師はあの人だけだって。
それはなんというか恐縮です。
だからちょっと嫉妬してるところもあったんだ。でも実際に見てルディが好きなだけの普通の女の子なんだって思ったら嫉妬なんて消えちゃったんだ。だって僕と一緒だもん。ノルンちゃんはああ言ったけど僕は歓迎します。
I want to marry you, too.
一緒にルディを支えていこう。
God.
ありがとうございます。
That was beautiful, but I still don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I get it. Polygamous relationships exist. I have my own opinion on them. It's similar to how with Zenith and Lilia, it's the same thing there. She didn't immediately like call her a homewrecker or try to hurt her. They bonded together. I never would have expected that this would be the end of these two seasons. But I mean, it's poetic and it's beautiful. Paul passing the torch in many ways. You know what? I'm not going to keep going on the same rant over and over again about how, you know, loyalty and all that, but just know I love both Roxy and Sophie, so I get it, but at the same time, you made your choice. Till death do us part. But even still, for the sake of the story, I want to see where it goes from here.
そんな乱暴に。
さんが悪いんでしょ。ルディはミリス教徒じゃないんだから許してあげて。
It's just like that episode, because that was the same thing. Like, Rudy was like hella going ham on Paul after that. I mean, that doesn't make it right, but Sylvie's the most mature character in this whole story.
まさかノルンが剣術を習いたいなんてね。
大切な人が遠くで戦っているのに自分は待っているだけなんて辛いからさ。
シルフィー、予定日はいつなんですか？
あと1ヶ月ちょっとかな。結婚するのをそれまで待つ必要なんてないよ。
いえ、正直シルフィーには申し訳ない気持ちが大きいので出産まで待たせてください。
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we gotta invite her parents out and then have a wedding.
赤ちゃん、楽しみですね。
Is it happening? It has happened.
お疲れ様。おめでとうございます、シルフィエット様。
Aw.
よかった。神の子じゃなくて
Her, another woman in Rudy's life. We gonna get a name?
ルディの子だよ。
Just gave birth, but she still sounds so composed. Oh, has the elf ears. Half elf. Oh, the eyes. Oh my god. Or wait, wasn't Sophia half elf? Is Sophie full elf or is she half? I thought we talked about that. I like how similarly it's shot to the first episode. Just like those POV shots.
パウロ、父さん、久しぶり。俺父親になったよ。女の子だ。シルフィーの子供だし、きっと美人になるよ。父さんは死んじゃったけど、子供は生まれたよ。あの時俺を生かしてくれたから、俺は今子供を抱くことができるんだ。
How much time has passed?
名前はルーシーに決めた。
Lucy.
ルーシー・グレイラット。俺とシルフィーの頭文字を取ったんだ。それからロキシー師匠を妻にしたんだ。父さんと一緒だな。
Aren't you proud of me? Lucy, huh? You married Roxy? I would like to see that.
結婚しようって考えたりしたのかな。俺ダメな息子だったよ。前世の記憶とか持っててさ、パウロ・グレイラットの息子のつもりだから。俺ようやく分かったよ。自分がまだまだ子供だったって。前世の記憶で大人ぶってただけのガキだって。すぐに大人にならなくちゃとは思うけど。
You've grown a lot already, man.
いっぱい悩みながら少しずつゆっくり変わっていかなきゃ。俺頑張るよ。父さんがそうしてくれたみたいに父さんが残してくれたものを守るよ。また来る。今度はみんなを連れて。
Nice push.
いろんなことに
Oh, checking in with everybody.
いろんなことに一段落がついた。
More like a turning point. Oh, hey! They met up with each other? You left with them. Damn, alright.
大きな失敗も繰り返してしまう。
Hey! So much for cutting your hair.
俺はまだまだこの世界で生きていく。いつ死んでも後悔しないように本気で。
No regrets. Succession. Yeah. Honestly, thank you.
新たに生まれた大切なものを守るため。
俺は不可能に
Take on the impossible.
無職転生。異世界行ったら本気出す。
第3期制作
Greenlit. Oh, that gave me the same rush as seeing Data Life 4 when it ended. Data Life 5 planned for production. Yep. Round of a fucking applause, man. God damn. Well, that was Mushoku Tensei. Seasons 1 and 2. Well, I mean, obviously, more is to come. Season 3 is greenlit. But honestly, I made the Vinland Saga comparison in a lot of recent episodes, just because the structure of these two seasons has reminded me a lot of that. But now, especially, this ending very much reminds me the end of Vinland Saga Season 2. In a way, that's the end. That could be the end. Like, obviously, there's more, and I cannot wait to see more. But if they decided that there isn't gonna be more, or at least it's an indefinite decision, I'd be fine. There's closure. That was so beautiful. I'm so proud of Sylphie, really. I still have my hang-ups on Rudy's decision and how he went about it, but how Sylphie handled that with Roxy, I think, was perfect. Zenith, even though Zenith is here, if Zenith was fully here, she'd be proud. Where do I start, man? I normally do these ending episodes, you know, with the past couple of shows where it's like I talk about just everything as a whole and just like my overall thoughts. It's hard. Like I want to just talk about that whole ending episode. Like that was so perfect. It was a full circle story. That's some of my favorite stories in anything, is when the story like comes back to its beginning. Again, very similarly to Vinland Saga. You start the story with Rudy literally, you know, as a child, you know, following his dad and all this, and like his parents telling him these lessons and all this. And like a lot of that doesn't come back until way later. And then it's like, oh man, they knew what they were talking about, huh? I mean, of course, the difference in this being that Rudy physically in this world is a young adult, but in his brain, he's a middle-aged man, which honestly in this season, I've forgotten about. Like there's been a couple scenes obviously where, you know, he talked to the man god, but there wasn't too much of like his internal monologue in this season as with season 1, which was interesting. Where do I even start with this show, man? It hit me on so many beats, so much harder than I ever thought it would. Because again, when I started Mushoku Tensei, before I even started it, I had a preconceived notion of what it was, sort of. I knew it had very lewd and, as I said a lot in the earlier episodes, a sexual energy, but I knew that also the action and animation was really good. That's all I really knew about it. I went into not expecting such these emotional stories and all this, and granted, I will say season 1, it had its moments, but it didn't hit me as much of an emotional chord as some of these later episodes. Really, it was the endings of each season that really just like hit me in those gut-wrenching moments. In a way, this show has kind of been like a culmination of all of the shows I've been watching this year. Obviously, the Vinland Saga comparison, you know, I compared it a lot to Freyren in the very beginning, mainly like the animation and art style, and also ReZero. Obviously, I don't want to compare this to that, but because this show obviously stands very much on his own. I saw that this ending episode came out as I'm recording this a little over a month ago, so yeah, it's probably going to be a good while before season 3 comes out. I predict probably maybe at least 2 years, maybe. Yeah, I mean, we got a kid now. The kid's here. Lucy. Well, Roxy, do you want to load the next round? Even he said there, it's like I got married to Roxy, which I kind of would have liked to see that that, but I get we only had so much time for this episode. I don't know, can we maybe like start next season by like going back a little bit and showing that? Or I don't know, if it's in the novel or whatever, someone tell me so I can like look at it. It's kind of crazy just because as I'm recording this, I know that on YouTube, this is not going to be seen for a good couple weeks because I've been so focused on just getting ahead and getting these edited. It's so weird with this just because, you know, I've been doing this, I record like 3 at a time, but now I've just watched 1 just because I didn't really time it correctly with some of it. Like I did my batch of 3 yesterday and it's like, well, I got 1 left. Granted, I know that this one's going to be a longer one just because I have a lot to talk about. Overall, note-wise, I took about, where did I start? Yeah, I started on the back of this page, so we had like 1, 2, 3, a lot of notes. Granted, it's just because there was a lot of episodes. With ReZero, you know, I was doing that in bunches of 2 episodes at a time, so it was different. And here's the fun part. And this is the part where I thank all of you. Though, as of me recording this, we're still well over a season ahead in terms of editing these, and I haven't seen a lot of the reception to people seeing the reactions to season 2 yet, but you guys have been awesome. This series did way better than I would have expected, and it's continuously doing better. When I started it initially, you know, I was hesitant just because I was kind of hoping, like, hopefully I could tap into the same sort of audience that I did when I did my ReZero reactions, and thankfully I think I did. These episodes are doing really well as they're coming out. Though this series has been so awesome to do, it's taken a lot out of me, which you normally wouldn't guess looking at the videos themselves, but just because of how I've been doing it, I've just been so focused on recording them, editing them, putting them out, that I've sacrificed doing a lot of other videos, you know? Like if you look at my channel, I've pretty much just been doing Mushoku Tensei and then my Hero Academia Saturdays when those come out. Now that the series is done, and then once I finish editing the last couple, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna take a break from doing reactions for a little bit. I mean, granted, I can afford to do that just because we're so far ahead. Really, since this year started, you know, it started when I did my Freyrin reactions. I've kind of just been on a non-stop react fest. I did Freyrin, and then that bled into doing ReZero, and then Vivi, and then Mushoku Tensei. I've covered a lot of pretty big series this year, and though there's still a couple series I do want to do before this year is done, and obviously there's still going to be series that are going to come out for shows that I'm obviously going to watch week to week. And honestly, by the time this episode comes out on YouTube, it's not even going to matter, because I'm probably going to be into the next series I'm covering, whatever that may be. I don't know what it is. Feel free to give me recommendations. Of course, like I did with ReZero, I want to give some shout outs to the patrons who have subbed since this series started. Of course, I did do a thing with this one where I decreased the subscription price to $1 just because I wanted to experiment a little bit. I'm sure I could have gotten away with still doing a $3 subscription, but I wanted it to be more open. I wanted to see how many people would join. In the future, the price will probably go up. Not exponentially, but you know, a lot of people have joined since then, so I'll go ahead and give shout outs to some of these people. We of course got Ruben Filimawa, Connor Gordon, Anthony Ningen, Louis Lozano, Floxer, Joanne Bigur, Richard Wild, As First Gen, Kyle, Zach, Alain Pierre Carrier, Metatempo, and Licentia. Obviously, I'm sure more people may join as the series goes on, but just as I'm recording this, these are the people. And of course, as I saw with ReZero, I'm sure once this series is done, I wouldn't be shocked if some of you canceled your subscription, but hey, it's $1 for now. I would really appreciate it if you guys stuck around, because plus this isn't the end of me doing reactions to stuff. There will be more in the future, and obviously Mushoku Tensei will come back at some point. And yeah, there will be more videos. Your name will stay in the credits, just as long as your subscription stays active. And well, for Mushoku Tensei, the book is closed. For now, of course. There's so much I could probably talk about, and as I stop recording and editing this video, I'm probably gonna be reminded that, oh, I probably should have talked about that, but it is what it is. At some point later down the line, I may make a follow-up video as I do with this series, look back on it, because it was just so fun. From production side of things, animation, art, music, voice acting, no complaints on anything. Story-wise, it's an incredible journey. I love this kind of story where it takes someone from their birth and we've just followed their life story. That takes dedication, you know, to do a story like that and not like have big leaps. And well, I'm just putting it off long enough at this point. I'm just looking for anything to say. We need to put an end to this. This has been, nothing could have prepared me for this journey that we've gone on with Mushoku Tensei, and I really look forward to seeing more whenever season 3 3 comes out, whatever happens. I can't wait. I cried there a little bit at the end, man. And yeah, I'm gonna miss it. But either way, this was my reaction series to Season 1 and Season 2 of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Join me for many other videos and series of the sort, be they future anime reactions, reviews, gameplay, and anything and everything else that'll be coming out soon. So thank you all for joining me on this. I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.